students. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the traveling waves. So in the transmission lines, traveling waves in the transmission lines. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the reflection and refraction coefficients of a traveling voltage as well as the current waves. So what do you mean by reflection and refraction coefficients? So reflection coefficient is defined as the ratio of reflected voltage or current wave to the incident voltage or current wave. Similarly, refraction coefficient is defined as the ratio of refracted voltage or current wave to the incident voltage or current wave. Okay. Now, in the last lecture, we have studied about the long transmission line. For example, so the transmission line having a impedance of Zg and Vg voltage is injected, and like the transmission line having a characteristic impedance of Zc and it is terminated with a load impedance of ZL. Okay, suppose I am assuming at T equivalent 0. At T equivalent 0, the switch is supposed to close at T equal to 0. At this case, the pulse voltage of Vg magnitude is incident at this starting of this transmission line having a characteristic impedance of Zc, and this line is terminated with an impedance of ZL. Okay, so at this termination, before, for example, this is the termination point. So before the termination, suppose at T equivalent to 0, seconds, the switch is closed. So at this condition, let me take an EF be the forward voltage or incident voltage value which is transmitted through this which is carried through this transmission line. Suppose I am changing this to this point with a voltage of EF, similarly current of IF. Okay, incident voltage EF and incident current IF, and suppose you assuming this EF IF be the incident voltage and incident current IF be assumed to passing through the transmission line. But at this junction, right, that is the end of the transmission line, some of the voltage EF will be transmitted. That we taken, this voltage will be ET. Some of the EF voltage, out of the EF voltage, some of the voltage will be transmitted, and remaining voltage will be reflected at this junction. And this reflected voltage will be assumed as ER. Reflected voltage will be assumed as the ER. Similarly, when IF current of forward voltage is transmitted to this transmission line, at this junction only IT amount of current will be transmitted through this load impedance, whereas remaining IR current will be reflected back at this junction point. It is represented by this waves. Okay. So here the transmitted voltage, it is the transmitted voltage through this load impedance supposed to be assumed as ET, which is sum of the incident voltage EF plus reflected voltage ER. Okay. Similarly, the transmitted current IT is the summation of incident current IF plus reflected current IR. Okay. So these are the major equations which relates the transmitted voltage and the incident as well as the reflected voltage. It is equivalent to sum of the incident voltage and reflected voltage. Similarly, transmitted current IT equivalent to IF plus IR. Okay. Now, as you know that equation, we have to first calculate the reflection and refraction coefficients. So first we have to calculate the reflection coefficient. For this reflection and refraction coefficient, we have to assuming the equations. So what is we have the generalized equation Vx, generalized voltage equation from the long transmission line. Vx equivalent to, as you know that the value is Vr plus Zc IR by 2 into e power gamma x plus Vr minus Zc IR by 2 into e power minus gamma x. Okay. Now suppose the term here Vr plus Zc IR by 2, this is the incident voltage, and the second term of this equation is the reflected voltage. So suppose the magnitude of this value will be assumed as EF. This value will be supposed to assumed as EF. Similarly, the magnitude of this second term of the Vx value will be assumed as the reflected voltage Er. So the above equation becomes V of x equivalent to Ef into e power gamma x plus Er into e power minus gamma x. That will be taken as this one as equation number 1. The similar manner where Ef is the Vr plus Zc by 2 and Er is the Vr minus Zc by 2. In the similar manner, we know the expression for current at a distance x meters from the receiving end side. Ix equivalent to 1 by Zc into Vr plus Ir Zc by 2 into e power gamma x minus 1 by Zc into Vr minus Zc Ir by 2 into e power minus gamma x. So again, I am supposed to assuming this the quotient. Again, this I of x having a two terms. First one is incident term, whereas second one is the reflected term, as we discussed in the earlier class. So the quotient of this first term will be assumed as IF. Similarly, the quotient of this term will be assumed as a IR. Okay. So the Ix equation, I of x equivalent to IF into e power gamma x plus IR into e power minus gamma x. Okay. Let it be taken this one as expression 2, where IF equivalent to 1 by Zc Vr plus IR Zc by 2, IR equivalent to minus 1 by Zc Vr minus Zc IR by 2. Okay, this is the equation 1 and equation number 2. So here from this EF by IF, what is EF? Vr plus Zc IR by 2 and IF is Vr plus IR Zc by 2 into 1 by Zc. So what is the relation of, from this I have taken the relation EF by IF equivalent to this term divided by this term. So the finally we will get the Zc. Okay, this term cancel each other. 1 by Zc is Zc. So from this we can written EF equivalent to Zc into IF. Okay, that will be taken this one as equation number 3. In the similar manner, if you divide this ER by IR, okay, where ER is the Vr minus Zc IR by 2, where IR is the minus 1 by Zc Vr minus Zc IR by 2, we will get ER by IR equivalent to minus Zc. So from that ER equivalent to minus Zc IR. So let me taken this one as equation number 4. So these four equations are used to calculate the reflected voltage, reflected current, as well as the forward voltage and forward current. That is, forward voltage and forward current will be calculated by using this equation. EF equivalent to Zc IF. Similarly, the reflected voltage can be calculated by using this equation if you know the reflected current. ER equivalent to minus Zc into IR. Okay, so these are the basics I am supposed to use it for calculation of reflection and refraction coefficients. Okay, equation 1, 2 and equation 3 and equation 4. Now first we have to derive the reflection coefficient. So first, what is reflection coefficient? Reflection coefficient is defined as the ratio of reflection voltage or current wave to the incident voltage or current wave. Okay, reflection coefficient is defined as the reflection voltage or current wave to the incident voltage or current wave. So generally the reflection coefficient is defined using the symbol theta. Okay, if we use suffix v is used for the reflection voltage coefficient. Similarly, if we use suffix I, which is used for the reflection current coefficient. Now first we have to calculate the reflection voltage coefficient. Reflection voltage coefficient, which is decided by the theta E. Okay, so you know that theta V equivalent to reflection voltage coefficient, theta V equivalent to theta V of x, which is equivalent to, so theta V of x is equivalent to voltage, reflected voltage ER of x by incident voltage E of x. Okay. Now, for example, I have to calculate z of x. Z of x equivalent to V of x by I of x. Right? Z of x at any point on a distance, any point on a transmission line, Z of x can be calculated, which is the ratio of V of x by I of x. Now substitute the value of V of x from equation 1, is this equation. It is EF into e power gamma x plus ER into e power minus gamma x divided by I of x. Substitute the I of x from this equation number 2, that is IF into e power gamma x plus IR into e power minus gamma x. In this expression EF, from equation 3, what is EF equivalent to ZC into IF? From this IF equivalent to EF by ZC. So I have to replace this IF value. So this equation becomes EF e power gamma x plus ER e power minus gamma x divided by, I can replace IF from equation number 3, IF equivalent to EF by ZC into e power gamma x plus, similarly we can replace this IR from equation number 4, IR equivalent to ER by minus ZC. So replace this IR minus ER by ZC into e power minus gamma x. Now this expression, so the Z of x equivalent to, so in the first, in this equation I have taken EF, in the denominator I have taken EF into e power gamma x is taken as a common factor. Okay, so first term 1 plus second term ER into e power minus gamma x by EF into e power gamma x divided by, the denominator EF, we have taken EF e power gamma x by ZC is taken as a common factor. So the denominator into 1 minus e power ER into e power minus gamma x by EF into e power minus gamma x. Here EF e power gamma x, EF e power gamma x both cancel each other. 1 by ZC, the resultant is ZC into the denominator 1 plus. So what is this here? It is a ratio of ER to EF. That is ratio of the ER into minus e power minus gamma x is the reflected wave, whereas EF into e power gamma x is the incident wave. The ratio of reflected voltage to reflected incident voltage is known as a reflection voltage quotient, eta V. Okay, so eta V of x divided by the denominator 1 minus, this can be written as eta V of x. Okay, so from this expression, this is Zx. So Zx by Zc equivalent to 1 plus eta V of x by 1 minus eta V of x. So from that, if you cross multiplying each other, 1 plus eta V of x is equivalent to Zx by Zc minus into 1 minus eta V of x. Okay, so from this we can take eta V of x into, here I have taken Zx by Zc into eta V minus Zx by Zc into eta V. We shift into LHS term, only eta V of x. So eta V of x into 1 plus Zx by Zc, which is equivalent to Zx by Zc into 1, that is Zx, Z of x by Zc, and 1 is shifted to RHS minus 1. Now if you taking this value, eta v of x equivalent to 1 plus zx taken as a common factor zx zc plus z of x by zc, which is equivalent to z of x minus zc by zc, right? So here zc cancel each other. So finally, if you cross multiply this term into RHS 10, so the eta v of x, which is equivalent to zx minus zc by z of x plus zc. Okay, so this is the voltage reflection coefficient of a transmission line. So in this equation, when if you substituting when x equivalent 0, what is the value? When x equivalent 0, that means the zx value is same as the, when x equivalent 0, it is the point is located at the receiving end side. That is zx equivalent to v of x is the receiving end voltage and VR is I of x is the receiving end current. So the z of x is same as the load impedance ZL. Therefore, eta v at receiving end side. Okay. Therefore, the reflected voltage at receiving end side, which is equivalent to ZL minus ZC by ZL plus ZC. Okay, this is the reflection voltage at receiving end side. Eta v are equivalent to ZL minus ZC by ZL plus ZC. In the similar manner, when x equivalent to L, when x equivalent to L means from the receiving end side, total x equivalent to L, length of the transmission, that indicates that position is at sending end side. So Zx equivalent to sending end impedance, that is Zg. Therefore, reflected voltage at sending end side, eta v of x equivalent to, substitute the Zx equivalent to Zg. Zg minus Zc by Zg plus Zc. Okay, so these are the reflection voltage coefficient at receiving end side, and this is the reflection voltage coefficient at sending end side. Okay, so this is the reflection voltage coefficients at receiving end side as well as the sending end side. Okay, ZL minus at voltage reflection coefficient at receiving end side is ZL minus ZC by ZL plus ZC, whereas voltage reflection coefficient at sending end is Zg minus Zc by Zg plus Zc. Okay, now we have to calculate current reflection coefficient. We have to derive the current reflection coefficient, which is denoted by eta I of x. Okay, so it is the ratio of current reflection coefficient. It is ratio of reflected current wave to the incident current wave. Reflected current wave to the incident current wave. Okay, it is equivalent to eta I of x equivalent to reflected current wave, that is IR into e power minus gamma x by incident current wave IF into e power gamma x. Okay, now again I have taken the z of x value same as earlier. Z of x is equal to v of x by I of x. Here v of x equivalent to E of e power gamma x plus ER e power minus gamma x divided by I of x equivalent to I of e power gamma x plus IR e power minus gamma x. Right? Now we have to replace E of value. We have the relation E of equivalent to I of into ZC. Now substitute the E of value equivalent to I of into ZC into e power gamma x plus what is ER? ER equivalent to minus IR ZC. I have to replace this value minus IR ZC into e power minus gamma x divided by IF e power gamma x plus IR e power minus gamma x. Okay. Now in this above expression, we have taken in the numerator, I have taken I of ZC e power gamma x is taken as a common factor. So the above term IF into ZC into e power gamma x into 1 minus IR e power minus gamma x by IF e power plus gamma x. In the denominator, I have taken IF e power gamma x as common factor. So IF into e power gamma x into 1 plus IR e power minus gamma x by IR e power gamma x. Okay. Now here IF gets cancel each other and e power gamma x cancel each other. So the result only remaining term is ZC is equivalent to ZC into 1 minus. So you know that we are assuming that IR e power minus gamma x by IF e power gamma x is eta I, that is reflection current quotient. 1 minus eta I of x divided by 1 plus again this reflection quotient, 1 plus current reflection quotient eta I of x. Okay. So if you simplify this equation, z of x by zc equivalent to 1 minus eta I of x by 1 plus eta I of x. Okay. If you cross multiply each other, you will get 1 plus eta I of x, which is equivalent to 1 minus eta I of x into zc by z of x. zc by z of x. So if you cross multiply, simplifying this equation, we will get eta I of x equivalent to, okay, if you simplify this equation, eta I of x equivalent to zx. What is the term here? 1 minus eta I of x into zc by zx. So substitute the value. This one is minus eta, shifting into this value, 1 plus zc by z of x equivalent to zc by z of x minus 1. Okay. So if you simplify this value, eta I of x equivalent to zc minus zx by zc plus zx. Okay. So this is the equation. Current reflection coefficient at x distance. Current reflection coefficient at x distance equivalent to zc minus zx by zc plus zx. So when you have to use the conditions, when first condition, when x equivalent to 0, zx becomes the zl. When x equivalent to 0, the position is at receiving end side and zx equivalent to zl. So therefore the current reflection coefficient at receiving end side, which is equivalent to, substitute the zx equal to zl. Okay, zc minus zl by zc plus zl. Okay, this is the current reflection coefficient at receiving end side. This is the current reflection coefficient at receiving end side. Similarly, the second condition, when x equivalent to L, the zx becomes zg. Therefore, okay, when x equivalent to L, the position is at sending end side. The sending end impedance zg, zx becomes the sending end impedance zg. Therefore, current reflection coefficient at sending end side, which is equivalent to, substitute this zx equivalent to zg. So zc minus zg by zc plus zg. So these are the current reflection coefficient at receiving end side, that is zc minus zl by zc plus zl, whereas current reflection coefficient at sending end side is equivalent to zc minus zg by zc plus zg. So these are the current reflection coefficients. Now we are moving on to the refraction. This is the topic about the reflection coefficient. Now we are moving to the refraction coefficients. Now we are going to discuss about the refraction coefficient. So the refraction coefficient is defined as generally the design for refraction is using for rho V or rho I. Okay. The refraction coefficient is defined as the ratio of refraction voltage or current to the incident voltage or current wave. Okay. So the refraction coefficient is defined as the ratio of refraction voltage or current to the incident voltage or current wave. So let me discuss about the first value, voltage refraction coefficient. Voltage refraction coefficient. Okay, so the voltage reflection coefficient is defined as rho V. Okay, rho suffix V is the value which is used to represent the voltage refraction coefficient. As you know that voltage refraction coefficient is defined as the reflected voltage to the incident voltage. This refracted voltage to the incident voltage. Okay, so the refracted voltage is nothing but transmitted voltage ET by incident voltage, that is EF. Okay, this refracted voltage is nothing but transmitted voltage. So rho V equivalent to refract ET by EF. ET equivalent to, it is the summation of ER plus EF by EF. Okay, so from that we can substitute these values. This one is 1 plus ER by EF. 1 plus EF by ER by EF. Otherwise, now substitute the value of ET value, full expression is EF into refracted voltage ET by EF. So ET equivalent to EF into e power gamma x plus ER into e power minus gamma x divided by EF into e power gamma x. This is the reflected wave. So if we substitute the value, we will get EF 1 plus ER into e power minus gamma x by EF into e power gamma x. Right? But if you observe that second term, ER into e power minus gamma x by EF into e power gamma x, this is the reflection voltage coefficient. So the above equation, rho V of x, which is equivalent to 1 plus this the term ER into e power minus gamma x by EF into e power gamma x is reflection voltage coefficient eta V of x. Right? Now substitute the value of eta V, already we have defined. This is 1 plus Zx minus Zc by Zx plus Zc. Right? Now substitute the values, we will get Zx plus Zc by Zx plus Zc. Zc cancel each other. So finally we will get 2 Zx by Zx plus Zc. So this is the voltage refracted coefficient, rho V of x equal to 2 Zx by Zx plus Zc. So now we are applying the two conditions. The first condition, when x equal to 0, Zx becomes ZL, that is the load impedance ZL. So refraction voltage coefficient at receiving end side becomes refraction voltage receiving voltage at refraction voltage quotient at receiving end side, which is equivalent to, substitute ZS equivalent to ZL, so 2ZL by ZL plus ZC. Okay. Similarly, when X equivalent to L, ZX becomes ZG, right? When X equivalent to L, ZX becomes ZG. So refraction voltage coefficient at sending end voltage, reflection voltage quotient at sending end equivalent to, substituting ZS equal to ZG, that is 2 ZG by ZG plus ZC. So these are the voltage refraction quotient at receiving end side is obtained as 2 ZL by ZL plus ZC, whereas voltage reflection quotient at sending end is 2 ZG by ZG plus ZC. These are the voltage refraction quotient or voltage, sometimes it is called as voltage transmission quotient, refraction quotient or transmission quotients. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the current refraction quotient. In simply we can written as rho I. Okay, rho suffix I is used for the current refraction quotient. So it is the ratio of rho I is the ratio of refraction current, it is the ratio of refraction current to the incident current. Current refraction quotient is defined as the ratio of refraction current to the incident current. That is, IT is the ratio of IT by IF. Transmitted current or reflected current, IT by incident current, IF. Now substitute the value of IT, that is IF into e power gamma x plus IR into e power minus gamma x divided by incident voltage of IF into e power gamma x. Okay. Now substitute this value, rho I equivalent to IF one value 1 plus IR into e power minus gamma x by IF into e power gamma x. Okay. Rho equal to 1 plus IR e power minus gamma x by IF e power gamma x. I am dividing this equation with IF e power gamma x, both the terms. So here this equation, the second term, ratio of IR e power minus gamma x by IF into e power gamma x is the reflection current quotient. That is, you can replace this one is, the second term is current reflection quotient. It is eta I of x. Right? Now substitute the value of eta I, it is 1 plus ZC minus ZX by ZC plus ZX. Okay, so substituting this, simplifying this equation, the equation becomes rho I of x, which is equivalent to 2ZC by ZC plus ZX. So this is the current reflection quotient, refraction quotient or current transmission quotient at a x distance, 2ZC by ZC plus ZX. Now we have to take it at the two ends, receiving end as well as the sending end. But the first term means, when the first case, when x equivalent to 0, when x equivalent to 0, we can determine the refraction quotient at receiving end side. That is, when x equivalent to 0, Zx equivalent to Zl. Therefore, the current reflection quotient, the current refraction quotient at receiving end side, which is equivalent to 2Zl by ZC plus ZL. Sorry, 2ZC by ZC plus ZL. Simply substitute the Zx equivalent to ZL in this expression. Similarly, the second case, when x equivalent to L, the Zx becomes Zg. When x equivalent to L, Zx becomes Zg. So the refraction quotient, current refraction quotient at sending end side, which is equivalent to, substitute that Zx equivalent to Zg, 2Zc by Zc plus Zg. Okay. So this is the current refraction or transmission coefficient at receiving end side is equal to 2Zc by Zc plus Zl. Similarly, current refraction coefficient at sending end side equal to 2Zc by Zc plus Zg. Okay. So these are the current reflection and refraction coefficients. So this is about reflection and refraction coefficients of the transmission line. Okay, reflection and refraction coefficients, voltage and current coefficients of the transmission line. So in the next class, we are going to discuss about the termination. We have to determine the reflection and refraction coefficients when the transmission is terminated with different conditions. Thank you.